we are going to do something about quantile regression, and let me load some data into Gretl. We are using Gretl as usual. So let me just look for a data. Okay. I'll just load this one, click on OK. It's a time series data. So I'll just close this one as well. Let's not waste much time. I would like to convert all my variables into logs. So I'll highlight everything, click on add, and then you can see log of selected variables. I will do this. Then I'll go to model. You can see it's not showing here. So you have to go to robust estimation. So you can see quantile regression. So I'll click on this one. Then as usual, I can use, let's say, GDP per capita as my dependent variable. Then I will choose these variables, the other three, to be my independent variables. So we are using 0.5 here, 0.5. Let's try this one for the first time. I'll click on OK. Now this is the quantile regression that has been estimated for us. You can see trade openness has a negative effect, inflation negative effect, real effective exchange rate negative effect. That is for 0.5. It's a quantile interval we choose. So let's try to check some tests here. So here the assumption is that the model is correctly specified, and we can also check for non-linearity, and then we can check for autoregressive conditional heteroscedasticity. So let's try normality. You can see it shows the error terms are not normally distributed. I'll close that one, close it. I'll check for autoregressive conditional heteroscedasticity. I'll click on this one. Then let me just increase it to maybe 5. And you can see it shows that there is no heteroscedasticity here because the p-value is greater than 5%. And close this one. So let's try this one as well. Let me leave it up with the automatic selection. Click on OK. Now you can see the p-value is also greater than 5%. So there is, it's confirmed that that confirms no non-linearity between among the variables here. So click on close, and then here we can also edit the model and try to change with other quantile dimensions that we want. So click on modify model. You can see here, click here, and let's choose from here to here. Okay, let's start with this one. So I click on OK, and now you can see it giving us a whole lot of details here as well. So it is stating that at 0.25, at 0.5, at 0.75. So it is not giving you any p-value here, but we use the t ratio, which is the test statistics. As you know already, the test statistics determines the significance level of the p-value. So it is 12.10, which we can say is statistically significant. This is also statistically significant, and this is also statistically significant. Here I would trade openness, all the test ratios will give us a statistically significant p values, and here for inflation, for at 0.25 there is no significant statistically significant p value because this is less than 1.9. So at 0.5, so it also shows that there's a statistically significant coefficient, which is this one, and then at 0.75 is also statistically significant. And the reason is that the reason why we are using different desirable quantile is that as we try to determine, as we increase the quantile, does the coefficient also changes. So at the initial quantile, which is 0.25, you can see the coefficient is 28.64, which shows that it's a little bit higher. But when we go to 0.5, you can see it decreases. So it means that the impact here does not, it's not, I will not say it's not stable, so it changes at some point. And here when we go to 0.5, 0.75, you can see it also increases a bit. The same thing goes here. You can see here for trade openness, it changes. You see it decreases and then it decreases further. So inflation, you can see it keeps on increasing. And for trade openness, you can see it's initial it's high and then it decreases and then increases again. So that is how the quantile works. And this one, there is no option to test for um, any test that we are supposed to conduct. So I can close this one as well. We can, or usually we can also edit this one. So I can click on modify. When I come here, I will choose from this one as well. So I'll click on OK. And now you can see it's now going up to 0.95, and you can see at it as it keeps on. Here you can see the test ratios for the constant are all significant, and you can see they are all positive. The coefficients are positive, but you can see it started with 15 and then now moved to 28 and decreased to 23 and 24 and 24 again. So that is also working for trade openness. You can see it started with a small figure and now increased. It increased and then it decreased again and also decreased and then it increased. So you can see the at some particular quantile, like the quantile, desirable quantile that we use, the impact or the coefficient, it keeps on, it changes, it's not stable. So the same thing goes for inflation. You can see it started with 0.43 and it decreased and then it increased again and then increased and then increased. And we are using the test statistics here to show. So at 0.25, you can see inflation, it's not significant. For the rest, we can say they are all statistically significant because we use the test ratio to determine everything. And you can also check for your graphs here as well. So we can use this one, and this is the graph you're getting based on the quantile regression that we estimated. So this is what is giving you. You can see it is plotting this one using the coefficients. So you can see here we are having a coefficient which is decreasing. So check as well. We can also do this. You can close this one, go back to the same place, and then do for the other variables. So you can do for this one inflation as well, and the same thing here as well. So that is all for quantile regression. You can use your own variables to practice at home, and don't just watch the video. Make sure you practice at home. See you.